Hello everybody, it's Ty the Movie Guide 22 with another fantastic movie review for you. And you, and you, and you. Yes, today is a special day because you are getting a double feature review. So, here is my next review. The Princess and the Frog. This is a throwback to animated classics of old, like The Lion King, Aladdin, and other films of that era. And this is definitely a very fantastic family film that any grown-up, even if you're a grown-up, you can still enjoy this because of how much it shows that you can, like, make your dreams come true and stuff like that. The story is about a frog prince, a waitress who eventually turns out to be a princess, an evil villain who wants to take over and rule the world, and a couple of colorful characters to help them along the way. This guy right here, the Frog Prince Naveen, he is a overindulgent rich prince, and he gets tricked into becoming a frog by the evil shadow man, Dr. Facilier. And Tiana, our main hero or heroine, not to be confused with the drug, kisses him, and in hopes of getting a restaurant because he's able to speak, and says, I'll give you what you want for a kiss. And she kisses him, but she wasn't a real princess yet, so she had to, like, discover a lot of things about herself, and she ends up getting turned into a frog herself. And now they must stop the evil voodoo shadow man and his nefarious schemes before he can cause any more harm and destroy New Orleans. This takes place in New Orleans back in the 50s, and it really shows from the music, from the soul, and from just how timely it looks. Then we have a character named Lottie, or Charlotte. Her father is the king of the Mardi Parade, and he's basically the king of the Mardi Gras Parade, and he treats his daughter like actual royalty. I mean, she's grown up with everything she's ever wanted, but she's not like bad or mean or anything like that. Sure, she's spoiled, but, like, what father doesn't spoil his daughter from time to time? Or all the time? And she turns out to be a really good character. There's also Ray, who's a firefly who thinks he's in love with a star in the sky. He's just a really funny character. And then there's Lewis, an alligator who wants to be a human and, like, play trumpet in a real jazz band, but he learns that he has to be himself, basically be happy with who he is. And Naveen and Tiana have to solve the problems within each other in order to find a way to break the spell that the Shadow Man put on them. First, the performances. The performances were great all around. I gotta say, Tiana is a very amazing role model for young girls and for people who want to, who basically want to, like, have what they want and, like, earn it for themselves and not just ask people for their dream to become true. And the guy who plays Naveen, I don't know his name, but he did an okay job. He was a pretty cool prince. Lewis was okay. He's he's just comic relief. Same as Ray. But Ray does do some good things in the movie. And that last, but what's his name? The fat guy from some show. John Goodman. Yeah, John Goodman from Roseanne. John Goodman plays the father of Lottie, and he does a pretty good job. I'm very surprised that he was in the movie. I'm also surprised that Terrence Howard was in the movie, considering that he played Tiana's father, James, which is pretty cool. And he was a fun character. By far, one of the greatest villains in a long time, Dr. Facilier. Disney, props to you for making such a compelling antagonist. For him being shrouded in mystery, to him just loving what he does. He's just loving every single second. His actor's just loving every single second he's on screen. And his song, Friends on the Other Side, that rivals any villain song in the Disney universe. And he's quite possibly one of the greatest Disney villains of all time. He's up there with Maleficent and Ursula. And that's a pretty bold statement, but I've said it. The climax is Tiana is trying to turn Naveen back into a human. They both try to turn human, and these evil shadow demons come out and attack, and Ray is killed in the process, trying to protect them. And then Tiana is able to outwit Facilier and have the demons take him away back to hell. And it's actually a pretty sick scene. And there is a funeral for Ray for all his courage, and the light he sees in the sky that is his girlfriend. He ends up being with her, and then Tiana and Naveen fall in love. They get married for real. They turn human again, and they have their own restaurant. And it ends with a big old dance number between him and her, and really nice imagery and music. It's just an all-around great movie. This movie is $10.98 at Amazon.com, and I highly recommend it. It is worth every penny. This movie gets the most prestigious award I can offer. It's the Movie Guide's must-have movies. If you're a Disney fan, you owe it to yourself to have this in your collection. Thank you very much. I'm Ty the Movie Guy, and I will see you next time.